Over these last 2 weeks, we've been looking at different aspects of that toolkit that's been provided by the diocese for us to think about our future. Now, on this sheet of paper, you'll see that there's some more. This is the next section, which invites us to look at stewardship, to think about what we're doing with the resources that we have. So far, we've looked at those important aspects of what makes a parish, worshipping, teaching, handing on the faith, serving others, building and sustaining community. So we reflect now on our resources in terms of people, buildings, and finances, and how they serve the mission of the parish. So again, I'll go through the questions. The idea is that you don't have to answer these things right now. As I've said before, if you want to write something down and hand it in, you're very welcome to. But also we'll look again at all of this at the meeting that's coming up on Thursday in St. Joseph's School. So finances. Are finances transparent and understood? Are we sustainable over the next 5 years? Are our finances regularly monitored and reviewed? What major costs are expected? Are we using money wisely to support mission? Buildings. Do our buildings strengthen or drain mission? How well used are they? How do the running and maintenance costs impact on mission? Are buildings accessible, safe, and fit for purpose? Could we collaborate with neighbouring parishes and schools? What opportunities exist to reduce carbon impacts from our buildings? People. Do we have enough volunteers? Is leadership sustainable? Are we developing future leaders and vocations? Are the places of worship conveniently located to serve the existing centres of population, and are there any expected changes, for example, in terms of significant local house building? Are there parishioners who, for reasons of poverty or disability, would find it impossible to travel to another church? Is the site particularly important for outreach work to fulfill our mission to help with the needs of the community? Sustainability. What is essential for our mission? What is no longer sustainable? What could be shared, merged, or released? Are there any other sources of income that could be utilized, for example, use of a parish hall? If we had no buildings to maintain, how might we redirect that energy towards evangelization, service, or formation? What opportunities exist to reduce carbon impacts from clergy and parishioner travel? So, finally, just to say that, as I say, there's this meeting on Thursday. It's at 6:30. I put on the back of the sheet an agenda. These are things we'll look at, the very things we've been considering over these last few weeks and today. We'll also look at what we're doing with St. Joseph's Church, what the future is for that, and how we're going to put together our first response to the diocese. That has to be completed by the 23rd of April. So we'll have a chance for, hopefully, for another meeting to kind of put the final bits together, but we need to start thinking carefully about our response, because after we send in our response, there's a further consultation to take place between ourselves and neighbouring parishes to think, how do we walk into the future together?